Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good one. Listen, got some really good news that you're really going to enjoy. This is really a nice interview that was given to Steve Fambro. And so we're going to get right into this. Welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you here. We welcome everybody to Free Power. Thank you for joining us. And we are going to get into this interview that Fox Business News did with Steve Fambro. And you are really going to enjoy this. This is really big. I mean, the interviewer knocked it out of the park with all the questions she asked. And we're going to talk about that after you check this video out. So let's get into this video right now.
Later on this year, a $40,000 solar-powered EV is slated to roll off the line. The three-wheel Aptera is a 400-mile EV that can capture up to 40 miles worth of free solar energy daily. But not a single one is on the road yet. So how does this car go from pipe dream to pipeline? Joining us now, Aptera Motors co-founder and co-CEO, Steve Fambro. Steve, great to have you. You got to tell me how this thing works.
Hey, thank you for having us. Our secret is really efficiency. By making a super efficient vehicle, we can use a smaller battery, making it more affordable. We can go longer range, and then we can use our solar technology to make it charge itself up to about 40 miles per day.
What about on a cloudy day?
On a cloudy day, you might have to charge it less or plug it in every couple of weeks. But for the most part, most Americans won't have to plug it in.
Do you have backup storage, right? So the whole issue with some of the solar power or the wind power is on a cloudy day or a rainy day, there isn't a way to store that. Can you store that energy in a battery?
Yeah, it's like a normal EV, except it also has a solar charger on it. So think about it that way. Most people plug their EV in their garage every night. I have 3 EVs at home, so we're always fighting over the charger. With this vehicle, you don't have to fight over it. It just charges itself.
That's pretty incredible. I want to talk about funding. Teslas, we talk about just in the alternative market away from gas combustion engines, has been a success. Somehow you have Elon Musk who's been able to raise money and bring it to market. How has the fundraising round been for you to again get this thing on the road?
Well, we've had the largest crowdfunding in history, I believe, with this company, over $140 million from everyday people who want to see this vehicle in production. We have that crowdfunding going on right now. We're also going out for an institutional round of funding to get us into production.
Yeah, can you talk to me more about that institutional round? Is it VCs? Who's interested in this thing?
Well, Chris and I from the beginning said, how do we avoid VCs, from our experience in the past? And how do we use this new tool with crowdfunding to really get everyday people as owners into the company instead of, the VCs and their castles in Palo Alto. And the institutional round we're doing right now is a $60 million round, and that gets us into the start of production.
So tell me more about that. What is a production timeline? And then, we hope eventually a sales and delivery timeline.
Well, we have about 50,000 orders, almost 3 years of production backlog, so we got to start delivering them. We hope to have the first customer deliveries at the end of this year. Right now, we've finished building our concepts, we finished building our engineering prototypes, and now we're building the validation vehicles like the one you see behind me. These are the vehicles that will do things like ABS testing, airbag, efficiency testing, all the same kind of testing that you expect from a normal passenger vehicle.
When do you think we'll see them on the road?
Well, you're already seeing these on the road right now, just not in customers' hands, in our hands. But a customer might get the first key fob at the end of this year.
I have a question for you on Trump. He's talked a lot about sort of reversing a lot of what Biden wanted to do, going back to traditional gas cars, basically giving people choice. He's not mandating that everyone is forced to sell an EV and every customer isn't forced to buy an EV. He's talked about getting rid of the federal tax credit for EVs of about $7,500. How are you thinking about navigating this space with Trump, even in the midst of some of the changes that may impact your industry?
We have a simple vision at this company that every journey should be powered by the sun. And that's what drives us, and that's what drives our customers. So even though we didn't qualify for the other EV tax credits because we're a newer company and a different kind of vehicle, we still have almost 50,000 orders. So the people that love this vehicle, that want to buy this vehicle, they're going to buy it despite whatever tax program is or is not in place. And that's how we approach a business. We're going to be successful. We're going to put these vehicles in customers' hands. And if there's a tax credit, great, but we don't need it, and we've got the order book to prove that.
And nothing has changed in conversations with investors since the election?
Nothing has changed in conversations with investors about that. I mean, everyone's looking at things like the tariffs or tax credits. All those are factors, and we'll deal with those factors. But fundamentally, we believe the journey should be powered by the sun, and so do our customers. And if the tax credit is there, that's great, but it's not driving our business right now.
Okay, well, Steve Fambro, we so appreciate your time, and I have to say those things, they look pretty cool. So we wish you luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you. Take care.
So she asked some very good questions. One of the questions that she asked that I liked when they were talking about the vehicle getting up to 40 miles of range a day, what about what happens on cloudy days? Of course, you're not going to get the power from your solar panels as much as if it's a clear day. And as Steve elegantly brought out, that you're going to have to at least plug it in a couple of times. And you could just plug it into a regular 110 outlet and let it charge that way. So, I mean, that's still really good. You still get some type of charge on your vehicle. I remember in one video where Steve was riding around at sunset, he was still getting 10 kilowatts of power from the solar panels. So, you're still going to get something from it, which is really good. She also brought out about Trump taking EV incentives away. And of course, we know that when Aptera first started all this, they weren't going to get an incentive anyway, or a tax credit. So Steve brought that out too as well, that, I mean, it doesn't matter what Trump is going to do, the Aptera is going to flourish and it's going to explode onto the scene. A lot of people are going to want it. There's not too many people that really knows about the Aptera, and I'd like them being on Fox Business because this is going to reach a lot of business individuals, especially big time investors who are seeing this, and they may start to wonder if they want to at least get involved with Aptera. So this is really good. I think this is a big thing. And then she also brought out about investors, investors. He brought out that they're doing a lot of crowdfunding, and that's what got them this far. So they're still doing crowdfunding, and no doubt it's going to take them the rest of the way if necessary. But the best news is the Aptera is going to be coming out at the end of this year. Customers are going to be getting their keys to the vehicle, and they do need to start mass producing them now because it's the back order that they have. So all good things, all wonderful news. How do you feel about that? We're continuing to get the news out there to other people so that they can learn about Aptera and possibly even invest in Aptera. Even if you just invest a little bit, the more people that invest, the sooner they'll get out and start mass producing. And if you want to invest, you could go to their website at aptera.us and click on the invest button, and it'll show you the different avenues of what you can invest and how much you would receive. So awesome news. Once again, what do you think about everything that's going on? I think this is really big that Steve is on Fox Business News. But anyway, I'm going to give a shout out to my patrons. Thank you guys very much. I thank everybody that's watching this channel. You guys help me out so much. I truly appreciate all that you do. And, if you're new here, hit the like, ring the bell, subscribe so more people can see this. But anyway, more good news coming down the pipeline when they start testing the vehicle. And we're going to bring all that to you as soon as I find out. So y'all have a good day. You take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.